Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to more Fallout. The last time we were together, we left our vault, and we made our way to Shady Sands. Well, Shady Sands has a radscorpion problem, and we're going to see what we can do to help with that. Make sure I have our firearm equipped. It might actually be a good idea to switch to our laser pistol. Not really. It's not that much better. Now we have Ian here helping us out, and he is going to be, well, he's pretty much going to be the reason we complete this at all. I'll show you what I mean. We got a couple of rad scorpions right here, and these suckers are big. Now it's dark. They probably don't even notice us here yet. Alright, I could take... Well, I could get a little closer. So I'm pretty sure we're going to get 2 turns. Alright, good. We took out that one. Let's reload our weapon and end our turn. Alright, I wasn't sure if that one was close enough for Ian to even take a shot at it, but it was. We missed. Now I'm going to walk away from it. We want it to use up action points getting closer to us. Actually, we're probably close enough that I could punch it. Alright, good. For slaying our opponents, we earned 220 experience. And we just gained a new level. So if I go to the character screen, we have 18 points to spend on our skills. Now, I want to put 7 points into science right now. And I think I'm going to put 8 points into unarmed. And I'll put the other 3. Let's put the other 3 into speech. Now, I have reasons for why I want to put these extra points into unarmed and science. And I'll explain those to you as we get a little further into the game. Now, we just picked up some 10mm JHP, which is this ammunition down here. So we have more ammunition for our firearm. And if you see over here, there's another one. Just gotta get on it. There we go. So we're doing okay for ammunition. But the scorpions, well, we can take their tails. The tails are kind of heavy, though. They're like 20 pounds. Now, the tails, we can either just sell as is. What we actually want to do is take them to the doctor, because the doctor can use them. Okay, there should be one around here somewhere. Now oh, there he is. I was going to say, here's a trick. If you initiate combat, any nearby enemies will glow red. So if they're like stuck in a corner or something and you can't see them, that's a good way to find them. We destroyed our weapon? Oh my goodness. Well, unfortunately, critical failures like that can happen. If I was playing this game any other time, I would just reload. But we're going to have a little fun. We're just going to go with what happened and hope for the best. And I missed. But thankfully, Ian killed it. That really stinks. Not that Ian killed it, that we we blew up our gun. Okay. punch him in the face. The scorpion face. Only one shot, huh, Ian? And you missed on top of that. And I missed. Who am I to complain? Ian. So Ian has decided he wants to take out his knife and have a nice knife fight with a scorpion. We were hit for 1 point of damage and poisoned. Fantastic. We are killing it here. Look at how good we're doing. Our weapons are getting destroyed. We're getting poisoned. Alright, good. Let's end combat. Now, unfortunately, let's go to character here for a second. We are poisoned. You have been poisoned. Poison will damage over a period of time until it is cured or passes from your system. Endurance increases your resistance to poison. So we're just going to take damage over time for a little while until either we die or the poison is run its course. Wow, I'm just doing so bad. Ian, you cannot be out of ammunition. Well, since we do not have a gun whatsoever, I'm going to hit 3 and steal. And yeah, we're just going to plant all our ammunition on him, because somebody might as well be using it. And I'm going to tell him to go back to using his firearm. Okay, prefer ranged combat against close, and draw your best weapon. Alright, I think there's 3 or 4 of them down here. I'm going to want to be careful with these guys. Try to bait them out one at a time. That's still not great, but... let's see, 21 or 25. Hey, we hit. Oh, thanks, Ian. 12 points of damage. Alright, so we're going to go into our inventory and manually use a stim pack. Okay. I think it's actually a bit better to use stim packs that way than putting them in your active item slots, because then it's only one getting used at a time. Okay, only 2 left. And we missed. With a 71% chance to hit, we still missed. Yeah, but we can kick it. There we go. Let's put some distance between us and it. Okay, I think that's the only one left. Okay, 4 steps forward and fire. Nope. Okay, 4 steps back. Or make these scorpions work for their damage. Alright. You earn 500 experience for protecting Shady Sands by killing all the radscorpions. And we get 110 experience for defeating that radscorpion. Okay, so we're all done. We could, Okay, not great on ammo, but that'll work for the time being. I'm gonna grab a few more tails. Can't carry a lot more. And let's get out of here. So how was that? That was our first side quest. Well, let's switch back to unarmed because they get upset when we show up with a firearm. And let's go over here to the garden. Oh, it's nighttime. Well, we're going to talk to this guy. Hello again. What can I do for you? No, we want to talk to him about farming. What are you doing? I'm a farmer. We irrigated the desert many years ago. Although the wasteland is harsh, it is possible to grow things with patience and time. See, now we have a new option. You have all your fields planted right now. You'd probably do better with crop rotation. I'm pretty sure this is because we have our science up to 40. We now get this extra bit of dialogue. Crop rotation? What's that? Well, let's tell him what crop rotation is. You only plant some of your fields, allowing the others to get back some of the nutrients that the plant used up. You let the other fields become fertile again by just tilling up whatever grows there. Huh, never thought of that. Makes sense, though. Good idea. And we get 500 experience for that. So, look at this. We're only about 200 experience away. Actually, what, 135 experience away from our next level. We're still poisoned, though. But we're going to do, well, I was going to say we're going to do something about that, but it's nighttime, and the doctor doesn't want to talk to us at night. What we will do is we'll go over here to Seth and tell him we took care of the radscorpions. Our entire town is grateful to you for destroying the radscorpions. Thank you. Okay, nothing else, thanks. Now, we're also going to tell Aradash about it, but I honestly don't think he has very much to say. But I have some things to say, so let's go talk to him.
Things are much more settled now. Raslo has been working on a cure for the radscorpion poison, and with that, we should be able to fight what's left of them.
Alright, now, I know in the last episode I talked a little bit about Tandy's voice actor. Well, I didn't recognize Aradash's voice actor, so I kind of just didn't mention it, but I did a little bit of research, and guess who his voice actor is? His voice actor is Tony Shalhoub. Honestly, I would have never have guessed that. Now, Tony Shalhoub has done a little bit of voice work here and there, but he's mostly known for his on-screen performances. I would say he's most well known, of course, for his iconic role as Antonio Scarapici in the hit TV series Wings. And he was on there for about 5 seasons. I also remember him as Dr. Chester Ray Banton from The X-Files, which is actually a pretty intense role he played. You may recognize him as Jack Jeebs from the Men in Black films, but he also, for a handful of episodes of the Men in Black animated series, provided the voice of Jack Jeebs. After that, I think Billy West took up the duties. And to be a little more contemporary, he was also the voice of Splinter in those abominable Michael Bay Ninja Turtle disasters. Now, of course, I think to most people, Tony Shalhoub is remembered for one very iconic role. And to me, Tony Shalhoub will be forever remembered as Fred Kwan, or Tech Sergeant Chen, from the hit film Galaxy Quest. Alright, now, I think we can actually tell
What do
him...
you wish to know?
I think we can actually tell him that we took out all the
Things
scorpions.
are much more settled now. Raslo has been working on... Certainly. What do you wish to know?
Now, let's see if I can do this. If we go down here to Pip, we have to look at our Pip boy. And this is sort of like our notepad. This will organize information for us. We've already spent about 6 days out in the waste. And so far what we have to show for it is we killed a bunch of radscorpions and we broke a gun. We can check our status here, and this will tell us what's going on in different locations. Like in Vault 13, we're still looking for the water chip. In Shady Sands, we stopped the local radscorpions. We can also look at some of the different maps of the areas, like this is the caves we were in. That's the garden, and there's the town hall area. We can also go to the archives here and look at different video briefings that we've gotten, or we can look at different information we've downloaded to our Pip-Boy. That's not important right now, but maybe a little later it will be. What I want to do right now is click this little bell here, and this allows us to rest in a location. It's 1244 right now, so that's what, about 8:45? So we want to rest until morning. Okay, we got to rest, and you see we're healing a little bit. We also took some damage from poison. Now, although technically it should be morning, the sun hasn't come up yet, so people may not actually treat it like morning. We're going to rest 1 more hour. Alright. Now, let's go see what the doctor has to say. Can I help you? I have a sample of the radscorpion poison. Can you do something with it? Let me see that sack. Yes, I can do something with this. Here, take this as a free sample. It seems to work well against radscorpion stings, of course, but it shows much potential as a general antivenom and poison cure. Alright, so we got 250 experience for that, which lets us level up again. And we now have the poison antidote. Now, are we still poisoned? Okay, so we've gained a new level, and we're level 3 now. This is a level where we get to pick a perk. Perks are these little bonuses that kind of enhance you or change the game a little bit. The options for perks will depend on both our special stats and our level. So right now, like for example, we have awareness. You have honed your ability to notice details about people and the world around you. For example, awareness will show you the exact number of hit points and the weapon held when you perform examine on an enemy. And we got some other ones like earlier sequence, which makes us more likely to start combat. Night vision, which allows us to see better in the dark. Presence, which will improve our reaction from other characters when we talk to them. Quick pockets is a pretty good one. That will cut in half the AP that it costs to use an item during combat. Now that happened to us earlier in the cave. I'm hoping I'm not going to have it happen to us much more. Smooth Talker allows us to well, it doesn't really allow. What it does is it treats our intelligence as it's 1 point higher, but only for the purposes of dialogue. While our intelligence is already 9. So it's not that it won't help us. I just think there's a better place to put it. And there's also Swift Learner. With Swift Learner, we'll earn 5% more XP from any source that would give us XP. I happen to like this one a lot. But getting to max level in this game, well, you kind of have to grind for it. And I don't think we're going to do that. We might get pretty high, but we're not going to get to the max level of, I think, 21. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go with Awareness. Awareness will let us know how many hit points an enemy has, so we can better pick which ones to attack, and also let us know what weapons they're carrying. And we also have skill points. Now again, I want to get unarmed up nice and high. So I think I'll make that 80. And what else? Now let's put a couple of points in the speech. And I haven't done a lot of lockpicking yet. I am using my energy weapon, but I'm not going to be using it for too much longer. So how about we put 1 point in the small guns and 2 points in energy weapon. Alright, now are we poisoned still? Yes. Well, we're going to change that. By clicking on that, we can now select a target to use the antidote on. Well, our target is ourself. Alright, we lost 3 current poison levels. The poison has left our system. Now, the doctor can actually make more samples because we have more tails. And I think we're going to have him make all 4. Okay, it's nighttime. He might not... Nope, he doesn't want to talk to us. There's someone that we want to talk to. It's this guy in the back here. Hey, sorry, I'm not feeling too well right now. Please, if you can help find a way to fight the radscorpions, talk to my brother Seth. This poor sucker is poisoned. And we know what to do with a poisoned person. Alright, over the next few minutes, the man shows definite improvement. You earn 400 experience for curing Jarvis of his poisoning. Thank you so much for helping me. My name is Jarvis, and I'm Seth's younger brother. Please, if there's anything you need to know, just ask. Well, tell us a bit about your brother. Seth's a real good fighter, very determined. A little too much sometimes. Still, he's devoted to the welfare of our village. Alright, tell us about the town. Well, Shady Sands was founded by a great ancestor of our current leader, Aradash. He could tell you more of the story. We have a well and irrigation, so we do well for ourselves. Alright, just chatting, thanks. Okay. We could hang out until morning and have the other 2 tails made into antidotes, but I do not want to waste any more time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to our storage library here, and we're going to drop off these 2 tails. I thought I would use the hammer, but I guess not. And that should do it. So Shady Sands is doing okay. We gained a couple of levels, but there's still something we have to do. We have to go over here to Vault 15. Now we can only go to the shack right now, and look what's waiting for us. Oh, I got it. I missed. Let's just walk away from it. Yeah, we'll let Ian do all the heavy lifting. Now, we could grab its tail, but we're not going to. We're going to let that alone. Alright, so we're on the ground now, and there is the entrance to the vault. But it looks like something major happened here, like somebody blew it off the hinges. And there's a new enemy. That's the pig rat. They're kind of like bigger and nastier versions of the rats. You can see there's a bunch of rats down here. Come on, Ian. Thank you for joining. Okay, I don't want to use up our energy cells on rats. Oof. Couldn't even kill a rat. Alright, well, we only took a point of damage. Thank you, Ian. Now, it's a good thing we brought him along. Otherwise, we'd have to kill these things ourselves. You know, the sad part is I've been putting more points in the unarmed. So I wonder if we could gain another level while we're doing this. Oh, let's find out. Wow. We gotta get a lot of experience. We gotta get 2,150 experience. I don't know if we're gonna pull that off down here. Let's find out. Now that, on the other hand, that's a big problem. That's a lesser mole rat. It has 200. It has 22 hit points. This is the biggest. Aside from the radscorpions, yeah, this is the biggest, nastiest thing we've fought so far. You hit it for no damage. Alright, well thank you, Ian. These guys don't carry anything, though. But this panel on the wall here got a bunch of flares in it. So you know what I should probably do? I should probably use one of these flares. There we go, that's a bit more light. This will help us with our rat boxing. Now, it may look like there's some items over here on the floor, and that's because there are flares. I'm going to grab them both. Now, I thought there was a rat around here. We'll punch it a bunch of times. Alright, we're a little banged up, but I think we're doing okay. Get Ian in here to help us fight these rats. Come on, buddy. Alright, that one we were able to take out. Alright, we're going to end our turn and see if Ian is willing to take out... Well, he took out one, so that's something. You missed? Nah, who am I to say anything? I was missing so much in the radscorpion caves. Now, there we go. We now have a first aid kit. A small kit containing basic medical equipment, bandages, wraps, antiseptic spray, and more. Now, if I put this in our item slot, I can use our first aid skill with a little bit of a bonus. Let's try it on us. Fail to do any healing. That stinks. We have only a limited number of uses of our kits, so be careful not to use them up too fast. And we got more hit points than we should than we don't. So let's keep going. It's an elevator. The elevator shaft cannot be descended without a rope. Well, we happen to have a rope. Let's get out of the way. Now I'm gonna left click on here and drag to our inventory and select the rope. Now it might be hard to see. We've got a little rope over here now, and if we use it, we climb down to the next area. Now there are a bunch of enemies around here, so we want to be careful, but I want to get to that locker. Take that, vile vermin. Alright, well, we got more rope. We also got a leather jacket. So let's put it on. So our armor class is improved to 17. And you see some of these percentages here have changed. Now, if I remember this correctly, these are the different damage types. This first number here would be a flat-out reduction. So, for example, normal damage is not reduced at all, and it is not reduced by any percentage. But if we put the leather jacket on, it is still not reduced by any flat number, but now regular damage that comes in at us will be reduced by 20%. Any other goodies around here? Now there are more goodies on this level, just not that room. Ian, you're our MVP. Alright, so here's something up here. It's some .223 FMJ, which I think we picked up some of that earlier. Oof. Popped it like a water balloon. There should be another rat. There it is. Alright, well apparently Ian wants to reserve his ammo as well. A case on the wall says Uzi 9mm for emergency only. Glass is broken and the case is empty. Well, maybe there's an Uzi around here somewhere. Now, Ian, I can appreciate you wanting to conserve ammo, but please draw your best weapon. I don't think there's anything tucked in the corners over here. Alright, let's go get these pig rats. Well, since you decided to come right up in front of me. Okay. I want to try to get them to come out and meet us. Okay. See, now our hit points are low, and they've changed color. So, I really want to heal soon. Let's try taking these rats out. Let's use one of our stim packs. I think that'll do for the moment. Yeah, we're not having good luck with our shots, are we? Alright, Ian, come in here. Another rat to take care of. Ew. So I don't know why I'm wasting my time. There's nothing else. Nothing else in these rooms. Like, I'm not going to find something at random. Oop, there we go. Okay, maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe I will be finding stuff at random. I don't remember that being in here. Maybe that's something from the Fix-It mod that I was just not aware of. Back to that knife. Alright, this is the Vault 15 living quarters. It is standard design from before the war. You're not going to kick anybody's ass from behind that wall, Ian. You... Well, this is why we picked the Bloody Mess perk. Come on. You know, it'd be quicker if you're using your gun. There we go. I don't know why he's changing his weapons so much. Okay, only 2 more rats. Where are you hiding? Alright, we'll just get out of Ian's way. Now, there's another elevator over here, but you know what? There's something we have not done for a while. And my my screen is not working with me. Blarg. Alright, there. We have not saved in a while. So let's hit F6. Quick save. And now this elevator is not working either, so we are going to need to use our rope. Now hopefully Ian is not in the way. Nope. But I know it's down there, which is part of the reason I saved. And we're going to heal. I'm going to switch to our other gun. Now, that rat is not the problem. These pig rats are, and that lesser rat up there is. Lesser mole rat? We missed. And no, it's a greater mole rat. That's worse. Oh, but Ian was able to take it out. Excellent. No, he only knocked it out. See? Greater Mole Rat was critically hit for 9 points, seriously wounding the rat and knocking it around. So while it's on the ground, I'm going to shoot it with a laser. And that killed it. Alright, now we should be safe for the most part. We took out the biggest threat. But there's still a bunch of mole rats around here. Pig rats. I gotta get up close and punch it. Punch it in the ham shanks. So that was probably not a good idea. I was not going to get close enough to hit it. Alright, and 320 experience for that. Now, tucked against the wall over here is some 10mm AP. But I think also, is it in this corner? I thought there was something hiding over here. Alright, Ian, you want to take care of both of them? No, just the one? I mean, we're still doing okay on HP. Not great, but we're doing okay. Get up in its face. Punch it in the snout. Well, that didn't last long. Ian. No, now maybe I've just been getting in Ian's way too much. But maybe Ian should move. Actually, we're probably okay. Let's check out these lockers. A hand grenade and some dynamite. We'll take those, thank you. There we go. There's the submachine gun they were talking about. And we are going to replace that with our laser rifle. We're going to start using it. Now, the submachine gun is a special type of weapon. It has 2 modes of fire. Now, normally, we can do a single shot like here. If I right-click, we then have the option to do an aimed shot. But if I right-click again, we have burst mode. Burst mode is where it just shoots off a number of shots, sort of almost indiscriminately, and does a tremendous amount of damage. Problem with that, though, is kind of everything in a straight line between you and the target is a potential target. So for example, if Ian was not in the way right now, I could use burst and hit both those rats. In fact, I'm going to try anyways. And we took them both out, but that used up a bunch of our ammunition. I'll reload, thank you. Alright, it seems... Wait. The large amount of rubble blocking this corridor looks impressive. You don't think that it could be moved even with high-yield explosives. It seems that the command and control center is buried under even more rock. You'll have to look for the water chip elsewhere. We earn 500 experience. Well, no water chip here for us, but we got a crowbar. That counts for something. Now, we are not done exploring this area. we still have these two rooms here. Now, it's probably hard to see, but there's a panel right here that we can open. But there's also some goodies if we check the corners around here. And there we go. The first aid book. First aid book is kind of like the outdoors guide. If we read this, we'll spend a few hours reading it, but our first aid skill will improve for it. So, our first aid skill has gone up to 35. Oh, there's a bunch of rats here. And we missed. I gotta sit here and let these things bite us. Oh, I guess I don't have to let them. Okay, well, I still think we're alright. There looks to be little of value left in this room. Well, I'll be the judge of that. No, there's another rat around here. There it is. Alright, let's grab what's in that panel. And it's some .44 Magnum FMJ. A brick of ammunition, .44 Magnum caliber, full metal jacket. Now, we don't have that gun yet, but it'll be good when we do find it. Okay, I believe that is everything. Well, no luck. We weren't able to find a water chip down here. But you know what? We cleaned this place out. We got ourselves some good goodies. So why don't we go back to Shady Sands? We'll stock up a little bit. And then we'll make our way further south. They did say there were more villages and settlements that way. Now, the scorpion's body is gone, but we can still take the tail. Now, the trip back to Shady Sands will heal us a little bit, so let's do that. Oh, it's nighttime again. You know what? I think I'd rather do this stuff in the morning. We only got 137 days left. We've not gotten very far, and I've wasted like almost 2 weeks. So, Seth, what's a good word? Thank drama you're here, Wanderer. My girl, the Tandy Aradash's daughter, has been kidnapped. We believe the raiders have her. Okay, where are these raiders? They're to the southeast. Please, hurry, I don't know what they'll do to her. Alright, well, we could try to pump these guys for some money, but we'll just say, okay, I'll get her back to you for you. Now, Aradash, we should probably talk to as well. I mean, that's his daughter that got kidnapped.
Thank goodness you came. I am in desperate need of assistance. My daughter Tandy is missing. I do not know what to do.
Have you tried to save her?
My people are not skilled in this. Already 3 patrols have gone out to look, but none returned. Will you help me?
Well, we could ask for some money, but we're just going to do it out of the goodness of our heart.
Seth and I believe one of the raider clans is responsible. Retribution for our resistance to them. Take this spear. It was found where my daughter was last seen.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Please, talk to Seth. He knows much about these raiders. And Godspeed, Wanderer.
Alright, so we got this fancy spear here. A razor-tip polearm. The shaft is wooden and the tip is worked steel. Minimum 4 strength. Now, I don't think this spear really does anything to help us. We just have it. Now, I think the spear is better than the knife. Let's look. 3 to 11. 1 to 7. So, yeah. So, what I think we'll do... Ian, can you use a spear? Let's see. It's a good shot, which is about any pistol. Can use a submachine gun. Well, you will never use a submachine gun. You know how to handle a knife. Alright. I don't know. Alright, let's drop some equipment off. All this stuff we don't need. A lot of stuff we don't need right now. Yeah, I think that's okay for the moment. Now, how are we doing on time? Because we know where the raiders are. If we have enough time, I think we'll go and try to take care of them. This is their little settlement right here. The Khans. Now, since this is a new area, and I don't want to do this in them again. I don't want to do this in the middle of the night. Can't rest here, though. Alright, so let's leave and use an hour or two. There we go. Alright, you see a building to the northwest, with a series of tents nearby. The inhabitants look dirty and mean. Now, we are going to save, but this time we're going to save in a new slot. I already have one for the raiders. And how are we doing on time? Alright, a little over 15 minutes. So you know what? I think we will save chatting with the raiders for the next episode. So thank you for watching. I'll see you then.